Type in Google, great business-to-business marketing. You'll find that there's nothing there. I know because I've searched for it all the time. Straw poll in the audience. How many people here received a Valentines card in February? Oh yeah, romance is really dead, isn't it, within the merchant industry. So you've received, keep your hands up in the air if you received 2. Nobody. Oh. No, I'm going to go on. Well, I've still got my hand up. We've been married 16 years. I'm not saying that romance is dead in the Ramm household. I'm just saying that we don't do the overpriced flowers, cards, and all that stuff. But we just get a card. We just do a card. So the night before, we write the card. In the morning, we swap the cards over. There's your card. There's your card. Thanks very much. Put them on the mantelpiece. A week later, we shred them. That's Valentine's Day. About 11:30 that morning, February the 14th, I was with my editor guy, a colleague of mine. We're reshooting a video, and we're on the kitchen table. We're doing a bit of stuff. Haley comes in, 11:30. And as she walks in, she says, "Oh, here's your post." I hadn't heard the postman. She says, "Oh, here's your post." And she passed over a magazine and a letter. I said, "Oh, thanks." I just put them to the side. But here's the letter. So that was on top of the magazine. She said, "Oh, cheers." She said, "Do you want a coffee?" I said, "Oh, I'd love one." And Ian had a coffee as well, so Haley went up. There was a bit of a lull in proceedings, and we thought, well, we'll wait a bit, we'll have a coffee and then we'll get back to it. And I looked over at the post again, and I thought, you know what, they took the time to write, so I'll open this first. So I turned it over. We don't play tricks on each other. So I put it back underneath the magazine. And I left it there. I left it there for 12 hours. Haley was asleep. I crept out of bed. And I walked down the hallway and into the next room. And who's this from? So I opened it up. And it said, "Love is in the air." And I opened the card up and it said, "Fancy a weekend away so I can get closer to you. Closer to you.me/Geoff. Kiss." Would anybody here go to that website? Yes, you would. The computer's in this room, so I just switch the computer on. And I put my foot against the door. And I type the address in. And then I press it. I'm expecting a video or a photograph. And I pressed enter. And then this came on the screen. "Hello! Thanks for getting closer to me. That romantic night away can still be on the cards. All you now need to do is read the text below and answer a simple question. This is from the Bauer Media Group, one of the biggest media groups in the UK. It has many radio stations in your areas. The next 4 paragraphs are all the great things that they do. The numbers, the figures, all the successes, the awards, everything brilliant about what they do. And you've got to read it all. Because the question is further down below and you've got to type in the answer. I've never been so relieved in all my life. A little bit disappointed, but I was relieved. Do you know what delights me more than anything else? This is my client. The last event I did in December was for the Bauer Media Group. There was 85 people in that room that day, and I challenged them to come up with OMG moments that will be talked about for years to come. 2 months later, the joke was on me. I rang Dominic, the sales director, up the next day. I said, "You little." He put me on loudspeaker. He's like, "Oh, we've got you." And you could hear everybody laughing in the office. I went, "Oh, that was unreal." He said, "You challenged us to create OMG moments." He said, "We're not daft." The next meeting we had was exactly that, and we targeted Valentines Day. We targeted businesses. He said, "Tell me more." He said, "We sent out 200. You wanted to do business with 200 businesses in the region. We sent out 200. I said, "What's the response been like?" He said, 70% of people have entered the competition. They give us all of their details. We are now following it up, and we're going to turn that into business. In the meetings, into business, because we're talking about creativity. And this is what we excel in. 70%. That's an OMG moment right there and then. What are you currently sending out? That's getting talked about. That's getting blogged about. That's getting a response rate that you deserve. Or are we just going down the same path as everybody else? Build on what you've already got, but tweak it in a way that's personalised. That's one-to-one. That's handwritten. It cost them £260 for the print of the card, for the stamp in the corner, and a landing page. And it's turned into many, many clients. What can you do?